What a cool running time of about an hour and a half.
I agree.
But they also ran on ice a lot, which is what this is.
So one of the fun things that we learned about this movie is that at the time, it was the highest grossing live-action Disney movie.
This is the fun facts portion of the show, guys. I'm sure.
Another fun fact, it cost $15 million to make, and
That's
who wants
That's $5 million less than it took to make a Goofy movie.
That's
which
true.
Came out 2 years later.
And do you want to guess how much it made, Jarvis?
It made 40 million.
40 million. 14 million? Do you think they made 40? How about $154 million?
Whoa.
That's more than 10 times return.
That's a
11 time return.
That's a cool profit they made there.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. That's good.
That's like I hand you $100 and you turn around and you go, "Hey, here's $1,500."
Man, I wish someone would just give me $100.
I'm saying,
bro, I was in bad news over at the shop. I was like, oh, maybe I have some money I can buy something.
Oh,
yeah, and I checked my bank account at $36.
Is that what you're doing later tonight? Is going over there?
No, I had
spending $12.
No, I had to sell some cards.
Oh no. So yeah, Cool Runnings probably not my favorite movie. I don't know if I would say it is up there for sports movies for sure.
I think it's just a fun, feel-good movie that, I mean, you're probably not going to watch. This is one of those movies that you probably haven't seen, most of you guys. But if you are okay with watching older movies.
If you were a teen or an adult in the 90s, you have absolutely watched this movie.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. If you've watched through all your normal stuff and you're looking for something to watch, Cool Runnings is on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it is. It's worth watch.
Yeah, and if you like John Candy,
like Jarvis does,
I do love.
Jarvis loves John Candy.
John Candy's great.
He'd suck his beard.
Yeah. Well, his last name is Candy, so sweet man.
Lame joke. Better than the usual ones.
Yeah,
so I'll get
thanks.
it to you.
I'm trying to get better.
Another thing that we learned about this movie in looking at some of the things on the website known as the Internet Movie Database is that the racism was faked.
Racism is fake. You heard it here.
It is all made by the media to try to convince you. No, that's not true. No, racism is very real, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is, but not for the movie. It was.
They had to make it.
Yeah,
apparently the people at the Olympics were like, "Hey, man, Jamaican bobsled team, really cool."
Was this? So this was based off of a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is based on true events, but
it's based off of Cool Runnings.
Yes, but the racism was fake. Tell us more about the fake racism.
The Swiss aren't actually racist. Turns out. Who's surprised?
So apparently, when the Jamaicans showed up in Canada,
they thought it was cool.
For Bobland, everybody was like, "Wow, this is great! Welcome."
And to be honest, I said this earlier. It checks out for me because, like, anytime I've seen Olympians interact with each other, they're always like, "Oh man, respect. You come from this part of the world. That's so cool. Like, how do you do the things that you do? That's so cool." Not like, "Hey, you're from a different part of the world."
Yeah,
I don't ever see that. I do know what happens.
Well, but here's the thing. Because racism is so real in reality, it doesn't feel like it's a lie in the movie. You're just like, oh yeah, of course everybody hated them.
Yeah,
because they're black and they're also got accents and they're never seen snow before.
Yeah, my dad had a weird take about this movie that I kind of understand.
Did you talk to your dad about this movie?
I did talk to my dad about this movie. It's because I was in the middle of watching it, and he called me. And he was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm watching Cool Runnings. Have you watched Cool Runnings?" And he's like, "Yeah, a long time ago." So I asked him what his thoughts were, and he said that he thought it was a pretty solid sports movie, but he felt like the main group, the four dudes, were a little too like cartoony, like not as realistic as they.
Well, I mean, they put Sanka in an ice cream truck, and he busted off one of his dreads because it froze through. So that I would say that's pretty cartoony.
And Sanka, just in general, is just a.
He's like Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, he made a song about Jamaica having a bobsled team.
A pretty good song, if you ask me.
It's very catchy. And Sanko also took over the kissing booth at one point and had to kiss an old lady. Like, there's a bunch of like
the money that they
small
earned,
things.
he had to give back. Actually, that's
really sad.
On the
Yeah,
kissing booth.
He lost money on the kissing booth. It's crazy. So all in all, I kind of agree. Like most, but I mean, it's not bad.
It's a fun family.
Yeah.
/ you know.
I mean, that was coming from the man who claims that his favorite movie is Braveheart or Passion of the Christ.
Which
Those are his two options.
That's his dad he's talking about.
Yeah, no, Travis loves John Candy.
I love all types of candy,
but John specifically.
Yeah.
So do you have anything you want to say over here, big guy, number one?
I mean, truthfully, I just enjoy it, man. It's just one of those movies that, again, you don't have to think about. You can just relax and enjoy the comical aspects of it. You know what I mean? And it has a heartwarming story. I said earlier, I like the fact that they don't win. They fail miserably, but they win the hearts of the masses, and that's the true victory.
Yeah.
But it would have been cool if they got to take home a gold, but they didn't. So,
or any medal. Yes, ma'am. Raising your hand.
Yes.
You can request a movie live, sure.
We got a live request here, folks.
Game plan with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's the first. So mine was Tooth Fairy, but yeah. Oh, I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, sure. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch gameplay.
Yeah,
but
I don't think I've ever seen that one on purpose.
put in the comments. No, go ahead.
Yeah,
go
put
ahead.
it in the
You can do
comments.
that.
Yeah, because then we have to.
So I'm going to go ahead and give it a
Them's the rules.
arbitrary rating here. And my arbitrary rating would be a watch it.
Yeah.
I think watching it's fair. I think if you're a fan of sports movies specifically, you should own it. But otherwise, yeah, you can watch it.
Yeah, I think, man, again, because this is strictly because of my bias. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend watching it for sure. But for me personally, it is rewatchable. I do enjoy going back to it.
I mean, you did.
Because I love John Candy and I
Twice
just
in
love
1
the
week.
movie. But I would say for the average person, it would probably just be a watch. Like, watch it. For me, I would say rewatchable just because it's one of those fun, feel-good movies that I watched when I was a young lad. And it
made
brings
him
back
want to
fond
be
memories.
in the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah, I did. When I was a young little half-Asian, half-white boy living in San Antonio, Texas. I was like, why can't I have been born in Jamaica so that I could be a bobsledder?
Do you know I've been to Jamaica?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Was it accurate the way they depicted it?
We took a little river. No, it seemed like there was a lot more trees. There was a little river tour that we went on, and I was in a raft with my mom, and there was a raft with my dad and my sisters ahead of me. She's been there on a cruise. We did not go on the same one, no. And so they would keep on like tossing things over to us in our little dolls that they've made or like fresh mangoes.
Ooh.
And my dad was sitting in the one in front of us just like munching down on mangoes.
Bro,
and
I could always...
anytime they handed something to us, my mom would be like, no, don't do that. And I'm gonna hold it against her probably until I die. But that, like, come on.
Dude, I bet you
fresh
those
mango, come on.
I bet you those were some of the best tasting mangoes.
Probably, and I didn't get to have it.
Oh, would have been. Bro, look, I'm going to put this out there. For anybody, because if you're in San Antonio, or if I ever travel ever, which I don't travel much, so probably in San Antonio, if you ever see me, you're more than welcome to throw fresh tasting mangoes at me. Just make sure that I know that you're about to throw one.
I'm gonna double down on this and also say that if you just see me out in the wilds of San Antonio, that you can throw any kind of mango at me.
Yeah, we love mangoes.
I will have mango any time of the year.
Yeah, same.
This is the important part of this that you needed to listen to.
So fun movie. It's rewatchable for me. I really do love this movie. I think it's great.
Sybil, what would you rate it?
Oh, she hasn't seen it. She hasn't seen
it. Wow.
Put this on your watch list, folks. If you haven't seen Cool Runnings, watch it at least once. I think you won't be disappointed.
How many of the movies that we talk about do you think you've actually watched?
Probably about like a solid, I would say 40%.
She said 40%.
Half of them, like, I watched with you.
Yeah. Only like half.
The other half she watches.
The only half that you want to watch with me, and then the other half you just don't. Yeah. Yeah. Then there's a small part of it that's movies that she's either seen before or that we've watched together.
Yeah.
Before.
Wow.
Except for Paprika and Perfect Blue, which are two movies that she should watch. I watched those while you were in the other room watching Criminal Minds. Anyways, Jarvis, do you want to get us out of here?
I do.
Great.
But first, I'd like to say thanks for being a bunch of cool viewers. Thanks for watching and hanging out with us. I think, you know what I think? We should thank our subscribers because we do have 135 of them, I think, right now.
And I will thank every single one of you right now. Thank you, 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 thank you.
He wants to thank you by sucking your toes.
Thank you, 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 thank you.
Okay, so let me say the thing first.
Thank you,
guys. Thanks everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
As always, we hope your day is everything you dream to be and more. And we will catch you in the next episode.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's 135. Sup? You know, you'd look cooler if you'd subscribed.
Your dad wouldn't be so disappointed in you if you subscribed.
Your friends would do it. Aren't you like them? Don't you want to be like your friends? Your friends would do it. Nah, you're too much of a wimp anyway.
Yeah,
you could watch a couple other videos though, if you were cool.
Yeah, you won't though. Should.